When people hear about domestic violence awareness, they normally tense up and don't want to speak of it because it's truly a scary topic. Did you know that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men are victims of domestic violence awareness every single day? It's crazy to think that that could be you. You should listen because there are several signs on how to notice domestic violence, what domestic violence is, and the statistics and facts on the issue. I've always been interested in the topic of domestic violence awareness, but this topic is a philanthropy for my sorority, Alpha Chi Omega, here at Lamar University. I work with domestic violence victims throughout the semester and raise money for the cause. Not only have I been involved hands-on with the issue, but I've also done a great amount of research. Domestic violence is a topic that needs to be discussed, and people need to be aware of the statistics, the facts, and how to help victims, and what domestic violence awareness actually is. Many people aren't aware of what domestic violence is and what domestic violence is and what is and isn't considered domestic violence. Domestic violence is violent or aggressive behavior within the home, typically involving the violent abuse of a spouse or partner. According to the Women's Experience of Domestic Violence in Mental Health journal published in 2017, Dr. Lloyd found that there is much research indicating that domestic violence leads to mental health problems. Not only does it increase their chance of mental health problems, but it also increases the risk of HIV or STIs. This is due to forced intercourse or lengthy exposure to stress. Domestic violence is in every community and affects men and women of all ages, race, gender, religion, and nationality. In addition to what domestic violence is, there are many statistics and facts that will also help you to understand how important domestic violence awareness is. There are so many supporting facts and statistics that justify why domestic violence should be discussed. The Louisville Examiner News Bank last accessed October 23, 2014, states that every year in the United States, more than 12 million people are the victim of rape, stalking, physical violence by their intimate partners. What's truly sad is the fact it's been this way for decades. Not only are women abused, but so are men. The statistics for abuse for women and men are 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men will be abused in their lifetimes. Something that has also been introduced by the Louisville Examiner News Bank is the fact that 90% of women who have been incarcerated for murder have been abused by their victims. Domestic violence not only hurts the ones affected, but also the society as a whole. You have to think not only is it hurting the victims, but also their families, friends, and people that have to be there for them emotionally after they're abused. Equally important are the signs of domestic violence and abuse to look forward to in your intimate partner. Although others may not have been so lucky to get away, if you know the signs of domestic violence, you can escape an unhealthy relationship before it's too late. As author Jay Varney described in their 2015 magazine article, Bringing Domestic Violence Out of the Shadows, they state, obvious indicators are injuries, but there are many other short and long-term health effects. Living with abuse causes stress. Victims in this situation may have less control over their body, have less control over their health, which would be their body, but in preventing illness and in the barriers they may face in seeking health care. People who experience abuse might also turn to alcohol or drugs as a coping mechanism. These are not signs that need to be ignored. There are also signs that will increase your risk of domestic violence, such as if you're anywhere between the age of 18 to 24, if you're pregnant, or if you have a low income. If you know someone that has been or is being domestically abused, you need to speak up and tell someone because you could save a life. Furthermore, domestic violence is not a topic to take lightly. It is serious and can be life-threatening. We are now aware of what domestic violence is, the signs to look for, the facts, and the statistics. 3 of the main discussions within domestic violence is what is domestic violence, the statistics of domestic violence, and the signs of domestic violence. The issues I discuss within domestic violence need to be taken seriously and need to be a concern for everyone. I discuss many signs of domestic violence, but those are just few of many. Not to mention the facts and statistics I presented you with. To gather any more information about domestic violence, you can use domestic violence databases, the internet, or you can use an encyclopedia. Thank you.